Imagine this for a moment. There is something very simple yet incredibly powerful that almost all men ignore without even realizing it. They spend their lives chasing, begging, and performing, yet they miss the one thing that actually matters. When a man finally understands this truth and begins to live by it, something shifts. It's like a hidden switch flips inside the minds of everyone around him, especially women. They notice him differently. They see a weight, a gravity, and a presence that wasn't there before. The strange part? Most men will go their entire lives missing this completely. They will die wondering why they were never truly respected, why they were always just a friend, or why they felt invisible in a crowded room. Are you one of them? If you are still listening right now, chances are you don't want to be part of that 99%. You want something more. You want the truth. The story of Marcus. Let me tell you a story that explains this clearly. It's not about flashy moves or alpha posturing. It's about a quiet change. There was a man named Marcus. He was an ordinary guy, nothing special on the surface. Like many men, Marcus struggled constantly. He lived in a state of high alert. He worried about what people thought of him. He checked his phone every 5 minutes to see if he got a text back. He rehearsed his jokes, he sought approval, and he chased validation like a starving man chases a meal. He thought that if he could just get enough compliments, if he could just get enough attention, he would finally feel whole. But no matter how hard he performed, he felt invisible, especially when it came to women. They could sense his neediness. They could feel his performance. And because they felt he was trying, they instinctively pulled away. Then Marcus stumbled across an old idea. Not a modern hack, but something ancient and tested. Stoicism. The core shift control. At first, Marcus didn't get it. He wondered what a philosophy from 2,000 years ago could possibly do for his confidence in the modern world. But then he encountered the core truth of the Stoic path. Control what you can control and let go of what you cannot. Sit with that for a second, truly digest it. Most men are controlled by external events. They are like leaves in a storm. If a woman doesn't text back, their day is ruined. If a boss yells at them, their confidence shatters. If someone cuts them off in traffic, they explode in anger. They react without thinking. They are insecure, defensive, and unstable. Women notice this instability immediately. On a biological level, instability feels unsafe. It feels weak. But the Stoic man stands out because he reacts differently. He is the mountain. Picture a loud room filled with chaos. People are arguing, emotions are flying, and the atmosphere is heavy with tension. And then there's you, calm, centered, unmoved. You aren't ignoring the room. You are simply not being governed by it. That quiet strength draws attention without you ever having to say a word. The power of the mind. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic emperors, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. When you truly understand this, your behavior changes. You stop chasing approval because you realize that someone else's opinion of you is an outside event. It is outside of your control. Therefore, it is not your concern. When you stop needing attention, people paradoxically start giving it to you. Everyone, not just women, responds to grounded confidence. Most men never reach this point. They are reactors. A rude comment ruins their mood. A bad day controls their behavior. They carry frustration like a heavy backpack. A Stoic man pauses instead. He creates a space between the trigger and the reaction. In that space, he asks himself, does this deserve my energy? Most of the time, the answer is a flat no. That ability to choose calm over chaos is what defines a leader. It is the signal of safety, maturity, and masculine depth. The transformation. Marcus began practicing this every day. He focused on his own actions, his own virtue, and his own mission. He stopped asking, does she like me? And started asking, do I like the man I am becoming? Slowly, his world changed. People started listening when he spoke, not because he was louder, but because his words had more weight. Women noticed him without him trying to be noticed. He didn't become a different person. He became a grounded person. The switch had flipped. He was no longer a question looking for an answer. He was a statement. This is the paradox most men miss. To be noticed, you must stop trying to be noticed. To be respected, you must first respect yourself enough to remain unbothered by the world. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Most men will hear this and do absolutely nothing. They will feel a spark of inspiration, but by tomorrow, they will go back to chasing validation and reacting to the noise. But if you are still here listening to my voice, you are different. You want to rise above. You want respect, not just attention. Start small. Tomorrow, when something goes wrong, when someone is rude, when a plan fails, or when you feel that urge to chase, pause. Breathe. Ask yourself, does this deserve my energy? Every time you choose calm, you build a muscle. Every time you refuse to react, you become more magnetic. If this message hits something inside you, don't just move on. This marks your decision to grow. This isn't just content. It's a signal. Like and subscribe to join this brotherhood of the grounded. The real question is, are you ready to stop reacting and start leading?